So, Mom, you ready to start?
I am. Are we live yet? Good morning or afternoon or whatever it is, wherever you are. This is the Electra engineering call. Today's call, we have Ruru, our software development coordinator, Ivan, our lead developer, Master Den, global coordinator, and myself, ECA Mom, another global coordinator. All questions will be answered at the end of the call. Volunteers, of course, as always, we have multiple volunteer positions available. If you're interested in volunteering for us, please let us know. We'd love to hear from you as we grow. It's not that we're going through a lot, it's that as we grow, we keep having more and more things to do. So your help would be greatly appreciated. For events on Saturday, June 16th, and Sunday, June 17th, we'll be hosting or we'll be represented by ECA Link, our design coordinator, at a blockchain event in Melbourne. He's a little nervous about doing this alone, so if you're planning on attending, it would be great if you could reach out to him just so we'd know that he's going to have some kind of support there. For user support, our awesome user support, who as always is doing just a great job, they ask that you please read the guide in the pinned messages. There's a lot of information in there that can help you with any issues. They're developing their own support tools to easily help those who are not as computer savvy with setting up the wallets or any random issues that may arise. And they also ask for more volunteers.
Okay, is that it from the user support?
Oh, I'm sorry. Something must have gone wrong there. They're looking for more volunteers. I'm not sure where I cut out there or why I cut out.
This is exactly where you cut it.
Is it still cutting out?
No, it's not cutting out, but it's just you were at exactly the point you were cut. So you can go on.
Oh, okay. They wrote a little thing here that says, can you code? No, that's okay. User support can still use you. Just be willing to learn, know how to run virtual machines, and be willing to give your time to the ECA user support team. Best in the business, but will be even better with you. They do expect that you are on Discord or other media helping with user issues. They're like ECA ninjas working in the shadows, yet when you need help, they're there. Which is actually a pretty accurate description for them. And I think it was discussed that maybe we should change the name of the team user support to ECA Ninjas. Anyway, that's about it from our end. So we're going to go on to Ruru.
Okay, yes. So the update from the development teams. So we all know that atomic swaps and the fork changes are coming up. Just to let you know that is being, all the development is being managed by Electra One. So he's got a team of blockchain experts that are busy with that development. So you must understand that these changes are basically changing the underlying coin rules and the protocols. So when we make the change, every single node on the network has to be updated as well. So this is definitely our most critical and most important project at this point in time. So let me start by saying the first target for the fork was announced for the 15th of May, and this was corrected very quickly thereafter in the following engineering calls that it would be sometime in Q2 and you would give 2 weeks notice to the community. So this update is critical and we are taking a bit longer to do it. We do understand and we do apologize that you are all waiting for the upcoming fork, but it is a very, very critical update for Electra. The fork also has quite a big effect on all the other projects. So what are in the fork changes? We are changing these protocols for a number of reasons. The first reason is that we are nearing the max supply of the coin, and those who had the opportunity to receive the 50% reward were lucky by being an early investor, although the 10% reward that we are reducing it to is still very good and better than most interest rates you'll get out there. And I'm sure the community really does understand that this is very critical, that we had to do the fork update so that the max supply is not reached. So it is not a development project that we anticipated, but it's something that we really had to do. We also decided to change the reward algorithm so that not only the big stakeholders would get rewards, but the smaller stakeholders would have more of a chance to win a reward with the max 30 days set on the mature weight. Also, reducing the block time will mean that there are more blocks to be created, so more rewards will be available. Atomic swaps is a big leap for Electra, certainly. And can you imagine, we'll be able to send your ECA directly from your wallet to a BTC wallet, for example, without having to go through an exchange. So what does that mean for you? You don't need to sign up to a central exchange who normally will charge you these enormous fees. So you're saving costs. And the moment you send your coin to a central exchange, just know that your coin is vulnerable to any hacker who target those exchanges. And I think, you know, Electra has had some bad luck with some exchanges. So this definitely is a great project for Electra, and I think it will move us right there to the top coins. So again, I'm putting a lot of emphasis on this project, that the atomic swaps and the blockchain changes that we are making. So the upcoming fork is very critical. So what can you expect from the dev team? Well, the first thing what we want to do is release a more stable desktop wallet before the fork. We will also announce which exchanges will support the fork, and we will then provide you with the exact date of the fork, and certainly the support, or we should call them Electra Ninjas, will be available during the period when we actually make the fork changes. So I'm sure all of you are wondering, what about the rest of the projects that we promised in Q2? So as I have mentioned, we do have different development teams on each of these projects, but we will not be able to release these projects until such time the fork project has been completed and released. We cannot release Electra Pay until the block time has been reduced. So Electra Pay has a direct impact on the block time. And it would be utter madness for us to try and release all these projects before the end of Q2 at exactly the same time. So we have decided we're going to spread the release of these products and projects into Q3. So we are well aware that this may create some doubt within the community that we never met our Q2 targets. But just know that it's in our nature to provide utmost transparency, and we are announcing that the release of Electra Pay and the mobile wallet will happen in Q3. But we will definitely provide YouTube videos, sneak previews of all the working products to give you peace of mind that these products will be ready. The fork changes did create a setback, and we really hope that the atomic swap and the stable desktop wallet will pull you through until we start launching the other products. So once the fork changes are behind us, we are anticipating to be listed on more exchanges. The blockchain is full of exciting developments, and although we have certain projects outlined on the roadmap, There have certainly been additional development projects that have come our way, such as Crypto Emporium and some integrations with other payment gateways servicing both POS and ATMs. So these projects are all relying on the completion of the ElectroPay product. So once we get the first version released, the merchant onboarding will start happening, and maybe some big announcements might happen as the timing might be more correct. I will say no more. So keep investing, and we will ensure we will launch all the products we've had set out to do, albeit slightly later than anticipated. And that's the update from the developers.
So it's on to you, Master Dan.
Hi, community. This is Master Dan. Now, we are receiving all the time questions from you about the partnerships, NDAs, when to announce, what is the company name, a lot of questions. Yes, we understand that you are very curious about these, and you are also wondering if really we have these agreements or these partnerships or companies solution providing. Yes, we have all these companies, merchants mutually agreed already. And but I have to explain a couple of things. So this is a good opportunity for me to explain, at least through our live session. When this is a crypto market, and it's driven with news and achievements and some heaps as well. But you have to also consider that when announcing these partnerships, news, you are also expecting some impact on the value of the asset which you are holding, and some positive impact there. You know what I mean. What we try to do, also try to protect you so that our news will affect positively to our project at most level. When we have to have the right timing, we have to have the right conditions at this point. That's why we just delayed a little bit the announcements. First of all, the partnership with the 10 billion, that's bigger than 10 billion. The 10 billion, that was only a small hint, but the company is much more bigger than this. I have to say this once again. The agreement, the mutual understanding with this company is very well positive. We just have to have our final meeting with them, handshake, and then we will just disclose it with also press release. This is very important because this merchant, this company, it's a holding company, it's a worldwide known company, and they are very reputable, by the way. So that will bring us a lot, increase our reputation as well. We are honored that they have chosen us as well for solution provider for payment, for crypto payment. The second one, which we just sneaked recently during the Telegram chat, that's another company. We agreed with them around two and a half weeks ago. That's a European company, and they have around more than several hundred of million USD volume turnover per year. So they invited us for the implementation of Electra. But as we had a discussion with our development team, I have been told that we need the ElectroPay, the initial version of ElectroPay, so that we can go and implement. We even create them demo account on their website. So what we can say you is that first we have to finalize this ElectroPay's initial phase, that module, and expected time is around 4 to 6 weeks at the moment. Once it's been done, we will go to site and we will integrate it to our merchant system, and it will be live, and we will also announce it to the market. By the way, we are not sitting only, we are always contacting, we are having several meetings with different companies, different projects, different merchants. The third one, we are about signing, today we received the NDA from a different company, that's a gaming application company. They agreed to have also ECA in their application. We believe that this application will be pretty much famous in the upcoming times, nearest future. They didn't release the application yet to Google Play or Apple platforms. So once they will release, they will start their own marketing as well, and people will be aware of ECA as well during use of this application. We will disclose the information after we sign the NDA together with them. I think that will be maybe in 2 weeks' time. We can do it around. Another thing, something is exciting happening as well. We were in talk with an ATM machine manufacturer, ATM POS machine manufacturer, and they will have an exchange as well. They had an interest to ECA. We discussed, we had our first meetings with them. We agreed on certain points. This project, they have already developed products in their hand. Pretty much good company, startup company. It's been also featured in some blockchain events, I can say. We will finalize our meetings soon, most probably during June. We will visit their physical office, and we will also have this handshake over there to give the start our promotion together. And you will see ECA in the nearest future on several ATM machines, POS machines, in restaurants, groceries, anywhere else where you are shopping physically. So that's something exciting. More what we have. Yes, we already announced it. You know it recently. A certain cooperation with LindaCoin. LindaCoin team contacted us that they have a POS wallet, multi-currency wallet, and they would like to see ECA also in their wallet as well. So we agreed on a gentle, let's say, agreement with them, and this cooperation started with them as well. And the last thing which I would like to tell you, as you may know, we were talking about Electra Foundation since for a while, a couple of months. For this topic, this is very important for our project because our project will be much more, let's say, more serious. We'll have a more serious appearance in front of investors, helping to the projects through community donations, and much more organized. A couple of our team members, this is Robert and Bob, they start already investigating this in Netherlands. They started talking and consulting with some experts there in order to just gather information about the local laws and regulations. So far, everything's moving fine. As we obtained the information from them that around maybe 1 to 2 months, we hope to have our foundation established in Netherlands. This is also something good, a good news for our community and project. And with this foundation, as you may remember, Electra 01 promised to hand over a big portion of the pre-mined funds to the foundation, and these funds will be used to boost our project, to cover certain costs, and we will be more flexible. And I mean, even now we are flexible because ECRA 01 is helping us all the time. Whenever there's something needed, he never hesitates to pay out. But the foundation, that will give us some more, let's say, more confidence and a better reputation in front of the investors. This is mostly what I have in front of me. If you have questions, we will be glad to answer you.
So one of the questions is, what is the project or the progress with Crypto Emporium?
Crypto Emporium, in fact, to that time we were talking with them, and they told us that it will take around maybe 8 weeks. We are waiting their feedback as well. When this will happen, what they need, because this is a tool which is separately developed beside this, because they are using usually a coin payments system. But we didn't want to use that one. Instead, we wanted to have a certain special payment, let's say, software or gateway for ECA and Crypto Emporium. And we agreed on a development and covering the cost together with them. So we will gather some more updates from them and inform our community soon about it.
Okay, and then another question that's come through is wanting to know if you've applied to Binance or KuCoin.
Yes, for the exchanges, I forgot to mention, maybe our community members are wondering. We have certain applications already inside, at several exchanges. But as you can realize that we are having a fork. Fork means update of wallets. Some exchanges will not want to participate this update and this fork. So we will have to ask our members, maybe, because we don't know yet, we didn't get contact to them about these. We will have to ask our members to just withdraw their coins and keep them on their wallet, or maybe transfer to a different exchange which will support the fork. So more exchanges means more coordination and synchronization on our side. And that's pretty much critical, because synchronizing the exchanges is also something which we are caring and which we are paying attention. So at the moment, there are some exchanges that we can, they are rather smaller exchanges. They are waiting our, let's say, green light to go. But for the major, or let's say first tier exchanges, we are planning after the fork to discuss once again. By the way, in case because we have already application to some certain first tier exchanges, in case we receive, let's say, an invitation, hey guys, come, okay, we want to list you, conditions are those and these, and we say, okay, we can go. But we have to also ensure that they will support the fork, because we don't want to just integrate the wallet now, and after 2 weeks or 1 week or 10 days, we don't want to ask our members to just withdraw their coins from that exchange. That will also make the situation more difficult between us, between our project and the exchange as well. So just please keep patient a little bit more. We have here around 1 month time as maximum. After the fork, everything will be much more better. You will see, especially when we will start announcing these partnerships, cooperations. You will see the difference. You will see the difference.
So next question for you again is, are some of the partnerships exclusive?
Exclusive means only for ACA, or I didn't see the question.
It just says some of the partnerships exclusive, so I'm assuming just ECA?
Yes, yes. The 10 billion USD company, the second big merchant, plus the ATM machine, those three are only for ECA.
Okay, somebody had posted something. How do we know that EO1 is actually developing? We have daily contact with EO1. We know he's developing. I don't know if Ruru wants to add to that.
Yeah, so he is managing the all the core developers on the blockchain. So he is on top of the project. You know, he was the founder of the Electra sort of code, so he knows it inside out. You know, we're doing the fork changes. We're doing some extra vulnerability checks, and we're just going through the you know, sort of step 1 to 10 and making sure everything is correct. So definitely we are in contact with him. I know that there is development happening. So yeah, definitely.
Okay, excellent. The next question I'll actually answer is, are we getting the website updated? Yes. I actually got pinged on that for the first time yesterday, letting me know the issue. As soon as I found out, I did contact the people who do our website, and you'll see those changes. I wouldn't be surprised to see them today, but let's give them until Sunday just to be safe that it will be updated. And just a little quick one. When you see something wrong, we love having our community proofread for us. When you see anything that needs to be updated or that's out of date, feel free to let us know. Like, you can let Asmoth know, myself, Ryu, Master Den, Crypto Life. Any one of us are more than happy to take what you notice. We actually appreciate when you give us the input like that. That's what helps us go along here. Sorry for this little.
Yeah, and I'm just reading some of the questions. So when masternodes are introduced, is there any idea of what the requirement will be? We're not even focused at this point in time on the masternodes. We've got our plate quite full with all the changes that need to be done. As soon as we start with the masternodes and start digging in how we're going to implement and sort of, you know, how much there would be, we'll certainly give you, but we've, you know, through all the engineering calls, we said that we would not even start discussing until we in Q3. So that is the one question over there. And will the founder or the core dev ever come talk on this call? Well, you know, not all developers like to talk and are extroverts and that type of thing. So, you know, we use people like myself that, you know, don't mind coming to talk about projects and being sort of the front face for the development team. So I doubt, you know, some of the core devs will come on. Remember, we do have quite a big team. Although Electra One was the founder, you know, a lot of the other projects, please understand that he's not in charge of the community projects. We are in charge of all the community projects. And from here on, a lot of the development will be around all the other projects like the desktop wallet, Electra Pay. So that's all been done by the community. And Ivan, as you have heard from him, he's been quite verbal and giving updates and very helpful in providing the technology going forward. We can say Ivan can be quite chatty at times, which is not the norm for a developer.
I confirm I can.
So there's another question that was actually posted yesterday that Electrolife shared with us. It says they'd like to know if the GitHub acquisition by Microsoft has consequences on the Electra project, or if they will move to another platform. And then a second question from Lance is, I'm curious what the new GitHub rep BIP38 is. It says it's a new security method. So those are two more questions for you guys.
Well, I don't think at this point in time the acquisition will influence whether we move off GitHub at this point in time. There are other repositories that we can use, so we're not too worried about that at this point in time. So we've got some time to see how it all pans out, so no crisis there yet. And yes, I'm sure Ivan is dying to talk about the new repository that you have seen added, and he will give you some insight into that project.
Sorry, I was elsewhere. What was the second question?
You added onto the repository the what's it? Where is it? Now I've missed it. The BIP38.
Oh yes, actually I renamed it. It's just that it's an improvement that will happen not at the next release of the wallet, but the next release. And as you know, the encryption, decryption, and especially the generation of the HD wallet is long. Like you noticed when you start your wallet, especially the first time, and you log in and everything, that it takes time and it even blocks a little. It's because it's, well, anyway, it's managed in a simple way, and so we are trying to create binaries to do that at the lowest level possible, so that it can go way faster. So yeah, for our next releases, the goal is also to make the wallet way faster.
Yeah, so basically the Electra wallet that we are using, the new desktop wallet, is using a BIP38 technology at this point in time, and that's how we generate them. That's why we generate the mnemonic phase and put the wallet. So as Ivan correctly said, this is just basically the same technology, or the same concept, but just written in another language in order to optimize it better.
Okay, I'm not seeing any other questions posted unless they've flown by me.
No, I think that is it.
Well, that is wonderful. Thank you, everybody who's tuned in. We really appreciate your support, and thank you for everybody, or to everybody who's on the call.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much.